Unforgiveness is when somebody lives rent-free in your head. They have power over you. You may not even realize it, but they shape some of your decisions. We replay what happened over and over in our mind, and the enemy will use that hurt against you. He doesn't want you to be free of anger and resentment. Those are his tools. Do you think he's going to let you let it go? No. It's a way to control you. He's in your ear, egging you on. Are you really going to forget what they did?
You're not good enough.
Yeah. Are you really going to forget what they did and let them get by with that?
No way.
Come on.
We're going to get even. Forgive and forget. It's not a reality. Forgiveness sounds simple when you're talking about it. Heck, people talk about forgiving every day. But when you've been hurt, forgiveness is very rarely easy. It's not pretending it didn't happen. It's not saying what they did was okay. And it doesn't mean you're going to trust that person again, at least not the same way, especially if they're controlling and or abusive. You can still forgive those people. That doesn't mean going back to the situation. It means you heal. You get stronger. You find a way to move on from that, whatever it was. Forgiveness is choosing to let go of your anger and hatred and give that hurt to God. Forgiveness is for taking back the control that others have taken from you with your hurt, pain, and anger. If you want to stop hurting and learn to forgive and take back control of your life, let's talk.
All right, I don't know how many parts this is going to be because we've got like a book written out and I think it's all important to know. And so there's some of it probably going to be repeated. So hang in there with us and here we go. Sometimes that hurt is so bad, we destroy ourselves, not even realizing it. Unforgiveness can lead you into unhealthy, risky behaviors like alcoholism, drug addiction, among other things.
Sometimes the memory of wrongs is so big and they are so heavy that we carry them with us wherever we go, like a giant bag of rocks. I'm a visual person, so let's visualize what hurt might look like and what it might weigh. Picture that bag of rocks, and on every rock is the name of someone who hurt you. And each individual rock has what they did written on it. That's it. It gets heavy. You're carrying that weight around with you wherever you go, probably gathering more rocks as you go. How long do you think you're going to physically be able to carry that bag? What do you think it does? It is hard. It's like carrying a 60-pound backpack on your shoulders down into the Grand Canyon and back up the other side. It's tough. Unforgiveness is heavy emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It will keep you from that relationship that you desire with God. And you don't even understand why or how. You think about what they said, what they did, how unfair it was. It weighs upon you and the people around you, whether they even know what's going on or not. And the crazy thing is, while you're carrying all that weight, hurt and anger, those people probably, the people that harmed you probably aren't even thinking about how or if it even affected you. And they won't lose a minute of sleep over it. They're going on with life, and you're the one that's losing sleep and carrying that anger.
Something that you can't really enjoy your life and keep is unforgiveness. That's why forgiveness is so important. You need to forgive in order to gain something, and that is your freedom. God can't forgive us if we don't forgive. Mark 11:25 says, "And whenever you stand praying, forgive. If you have anything against anyone, so that your Father who is in heaven may also forgive you your trespasses. I'm not downplaying the hurt that somebody caused you, and I'm not going to sugarcoat how hard it's going to be. But remember, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. And we're talking about God. What I am saying is resentfulness, bitterness will grow if you feed it. It can and will grow faster than you think. The longer you keep unforgiveness, the deeper those roots get and the harder it is to get rid of them. It's like bamboo. When you plant bamboo, expect it to just overtake everything. Want me to tell you how I know? We won't go there. So, and also when your mind is so overwhelmed with all of this hate, anger, bitterness, and what they've done, when you get all that junk in your head, we lose sight of what the enemy is up to. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Instead, pray, let God lead you to those who you need to forgive, and remember the love of yourself that you had before all of those rocks. God has always wanted you to see yourself the way he does, important, special, and free.
It can also be said with forgiveness, the more you give it, the more strength you gain. I'm talking about power. I mean the absolute beautiful power of being able and willing to forgive the people that hurt you. Whatever you choose to feed is what grows. That is where you have control over who and what hurts you. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me unless I let them. You decide what and who can do damage to you when you have forgiveness on your side. God's power to help you forgive others is endless if you ask. It sounds simple, and with practice, it can become easier, but it's always a conscious decision and thought.
Yeah, because most of the people that hurt us, they do not deserve it. They do not deserve that forgiveness. And it's work.
And some people don't even know that they're doing it. Some people can say something in a conversation with somebody else and you overhear it. And it's not about us, but because it's something that affects us or triggers something in our past.
Offended us.
Or has offended us in the past. Triggers this hurtful, and you get angry, and you carry it about somebody, and they don't even know if they did anything.
Sometimes I just don't even care.
Most of the time.
Yeah, so.
Forgiveness is not generally a one-time thing. It's something that you have to do again and again and again. Matthew 18:21 and 22. Peter asked Jesus if he should forgive a brother up to 7 times. And Jesus' reply is that he should forgive not just 7 times, but 70 times 7. Unforgiveness creeps in, so one day you wake up feeling fine, and the next day the hurt and the anger is back. So forgiveness is not a one-time thing. You might have to, somebody may have hurt you so badly that the anger is so constant within you, you may have to forgive once a minute. Once, 12 times an hour.
Mm-hmm. Well, it could have been like somebody that was very, very close to you that is supposed to protect you, and they wound up harming you. So, I'm talking childhood trauma. That's difficult because most of the people from childhood, well, at least in my case, because my age, they're not around anymore. So they're not going to tell me they're sorry. And even if they did, that damage is already done. That ship has sailed. So I just have to work to forgive them on my own without anything, without any words. Sorry.
No, not at all. See, forgiveness is difficult during those times, and it has to be an intentional thought and action. Mm-hmm. You choose it on purpose. You don't just unconsciously forgive people just because. It's a decision for the purpose of keeping your peace, the peace of the Lord in your life. You have to give it to God again and again. It's so easy to remember the story about the child that gives God a toy, or gives the the shopkeeper a toy and says, fix it. And then stands there and says, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Well, God will fix it. And sometimes we have to give it to him again and again because we keep taking it back.
And it's in his time. It's not our time. God has his own schedule. And there ain't no bargaining. There ain't no, I'll do this if you do that.
We call him the 11th hour God for a reason. Okay, it seems like just about the time we are willing to throw it all away, he shows up. That's because that's when we are the most honest. When we get to that point and we are broken, that's when he can come in and help us. So if you come to him and you mean it and you want it desperately, that's when he's going to be able to touch our hearts and find a way to relieve that pain that hurts so bad. Speaking from experience. So if you you have to refuse to take revenge into your own hands. I know, we all want to,
Oh, I can picture a flower pot falling down. I think that's a song. A flower pot falling off of a ledge and hitting somebody in the head.
Yeah, or being willing to push the piano out of the third story window, hoping that it might hit them on the way down. Don't. I mean, as good as you think it might feel, that's not what God wants from us. Remember, God will judge us all. And wouldn't you like to be the one standing before God, not carrying that bag of rocks with you? Because revenge does not heal you. It just adds to that weight that you're carrying in that bag of rocks. Because now you're responsible for somebody else, something you did to somebody else to get back. And it increases the control the other person has over you. Because now all you're thinking about is how you can get revenge, how you can right the wrong that was done to you.
And it keeps that wound open. It doesn't heal it and solve it and make you feel better.
But if you can give it to him, truly give it to him, that weight is lifted and the feeling is amazing.